Hey, Oscar, how are you? Rick Mills with Execution Digital Marketing. I spoke with Felix at your office today, and like I told Felix, I was going to send you over this free custom video about your online presence and three different tips and tricks on how to improve your online presence. So, obviously, feel free to use these for yourself. This is a free video. If you'd like to ask me some questions or speak further, about getting more customers, I'd like to talk to you about that as well. So without further ado, I'll jump right in. The three things I want to talk about today: number one, content; number two, we'll talk about citations; and number three, we'll talk about backlinks. So first and foremost, number one, content. I've got your website pulled up here. Very nice website. It's obviously been professionally done, and if you did it, even better, because that's it's very nice. So the first thing about content, the rule of thumb with Google is you want to have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage. The reason being is when Google robots are scrolling websites day in and day out to give authority to different websites, they're looking for that minimum amount of content on the homepage. 1,500 to 2,000 words is kind of that sweet spot. So you have a couple hundred words on your homepage here. I know 1,500 words might sound like a lot. Believe me, I know that sounds like a lot, but it's really not. At the end of the day, this is what we do. So we've got great content writers that do that. So that's content. Number two, I want to talk about citations. So when we talk about Google search, we talk about buyer intent keywords. And what I mean by buyer intent keywords is right here. So when I type in plumbers in Tomball, Texas, it's a buyer intent keyword. They live in Tomball and they need a plumber, and they need somebody now. So they're looking and they're doing their research. So when they type that in, first thing obviously you're going to see here are these ads, and I see that you have an ad here. So good for you as well, because we do Google, pay-per-click ads as well. We've got some great campaigns. But what we really focus on is the organic side of things. So you're not having to pay for these things day in and day out. A lot of people will, skip by these ads. There's also a lot of, ad blockers now that people will install on their computers so they don't see all these ads. So the first thing that they're going to see after these ads are these organic listings, and this is called the Google Map Pack. So these three businesses right here, Daniel's Plumbing, Edmunds Rooter, and Solution Plumbing, they're getting a ton of business there in Tomball just from being listed on in these first three listings here of the Google Map Pack. Now, the way citations plays into it, that's number two, is citations. All a citation is your name, address, and phone number the way it's listed on the web. So all those directories that you've signed up for, your Facebook page, your Home Advisor profile, your Angie's profile, all of those are citations. So what we do is we have software where we go in and look at your competitors here that are showing up on this Google Map Pack, and we find out what citations they're signed up for. And we make sure that you have those citations as well. And then what we do is we double down and we get you as many more citations as possible, more than these three competitors. And that will get us in this Google Map Pack here. And again, this is day in and day out. This is here. You're not paying for it on obviously on a click-through basis. This just lives here. And so it's a great way to get a lot more business. Obviously, you're generating some business through your Google ads, or you probably wouldn't be doing them. So, good for you. But this is a way to get organic listed on this Google Map Pack. Okay, so number three, I want to talk about backlinks. So this is a software that I use. Okay, actually, first of all, the next thing that folks are going to do is scroll down, and they're going to look for a local business that's on this first page of Google. Okay, so we don't pay attention to these Yelp directories, Angie's List. People want local businesses in their area. And the first one that comes up here on this first page is Daniel's Plumbing. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is backlinks. So this is a software that I have that I pay $400 to $500 for a month. It's called Ahrefs. But what this allows me to do is put your website in. So as you can see, I've got your website, loyaltyplumbingllc.net. I put that in here, and I'm able to really take a deeper look at your website and what's working and what's not, and so on and so forth. So when we look at your website, you've got some nice strength here. These are good numbers. Your DR number, that's kind of what I call the popularity of your website. Could definitely use some improvement. But as we look here, we're talking about backlinks. You have 732 backlinks, so that's good. You've been doing some work on that, I see. And what that equates to here is, as you can see, you're ranking for 231 organic keywords. Okay, now let's take a quick look at those keywords to see if you have any buyer intent keywords that you're ranking for right now. Okay, so the top two that you have are what we call branding keywords: loyalty plumbing and loyal plumbing. That comes from branding. That comes from people seeing your trucks and saying, "Hey, I need a plumber. I noticed them at my neighbor's house. I'm going to type in loyalty plumbing." So those are fine, and it's really good to have branding, but those aren't buyer intent keywords. So as you can see here, so this is the traffic. This column that I'm circling with my mouse, this is the traffic that's coming from these keywords. You're getting 16 click-throughs from loyalty plumbing when people search that. You're getting 13 from loyal plumbing when people click that. Other than that, you've got one visitor from Cypress, Texas for plumber. You've got one for Houston Plumbers free estimates, and then not much else. As you can see, a lot of zeros. Okay, so what I want to show you is a comparison to Daniel Plumbing, who is on that first page of that search. Okay, so when we type in danielsplumbing.com into the software here, as you can see, good numbers here. They have over 722 backlinks. They have over 1,220 backlinks. Okay, so, and again, it doesn't matter on a pure numbers. The more backlinks you have isn't necessarily going to get you more searches. It's the quality of those backlinks. And so what that's giving them is 601 organic keywords. But I want to show you the difference, okay? Because what they're doing is they're putting backlinks to buyer intent keywords. Okay, so let's find Plumbers, Tomball, Texas. That's what I typed into Google originally. And as you can see, I'll show you how we read this. Plumbers, Tomball, Texas. 300 searches per month. So this 300 volume here, that means that there are 300 searches from people for Plumbers, Tomball, Texas every month. And what's that giving them? That's giving them 40 click-throughs to their website to either get their phone number to call them, to fill out a form submission to get their business. And why is that? Because they're ranked on the first page of Google for that search term. And so that's a little bit more about what we do. I mean, if to do a comparison again on the traffic that they're getting from their keywords, these are all buyer intent keywords. So plumbers in Spring, Texas, Spring Plumber, Cypress Plumber, Plumbers Tomball, Texas, Plumbers Conroe, Texas. These are the click-throughs they're getting for each of those words. These are all probably a high conversion of that are becoming clients. 144 for Plumber Woodlands, 90 click-throughs for Plumber Spring, Texas. So you get the picture. But I hope that helps, Oscar. Like I said, I really think that I got to help you guys a lot. But either way, use these tips for yourself, or if you want to talk again, I'd love to do that. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you get a lot out of this video, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.